Double GZ new release preview for Friday, April 10th, 4 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Hawaii time. Okay, a lot of Coggins this week. We have restock of, Coggins are there's a lot of them. A lot of swimmers and some of the other 12-inch size stuff, bullets, things of that nature. We have Jackpot Cameltoes restocked. We have a small batch of MARLIN Magics this week. I say small, it's actually a decent amount. We have some new Magictail Outfitters products for us. I think they're new in the last year or so. And then we have a new batch of Joey's and some more Elite Ekeies in a few of his shapes that I don't think we've had them for a little while at least. So we'll kind of go over that stuff here in a minute. And right now, Chris in Guatemala, sail fishing. Like I said last week, you'll probably see a bunch of content coming out with like different how-tos or things that Chris has been doing down there, more on the light tackle side. So we'll get a little bit more focus on light tackle. And you're going to start seeing in the next couple of weeks in particular. Starting this week, we did bring out the Magictail Outfitters stuff, but we'll have some more kind of tackle-based products, swivels, and some new circle hooks, things like that, and a lot of other stuff. So just kind of stay tuned for that as we're getting prepped for the upcoming season here in the States. But to go on, let's just get into the product this week. Coggin lures at the top. This is the big Tado swimmer. So it's the swimmer shape in like a kind of a Tado design. He calls it Tado swimmer just because it's such a big lure. Has an offset eye, and every time we brought those in, they sell very quickly. So there's a set of 4 of them in different color patterns. So check those out. And just below that, we have a couple new extreme Copycat plungers in Dichro and Mirror, and then also we have regular Copycat plungers, which is the kind of 14-inch size in Dichro. Those are available. And then we have below that Mauna Keas. Looks like that's the Invert. Yeah, the Mauna Kea Invert. And there's a set of 3 of those. 2 with fire tails and 1 head only, so check those out. Those are all really nice. And then below that, we got Mauna Loa series. We got the Mauna Loa scoops, and then the Mauna Loa inverts. That's the 12-inch size of the Tado, so it's actually the Tado Mauna Loa. Okay. And then next to that, in that second row, we have Corky's bullets. A few of those, and then also Bishop's bullets above that. So the Bishop's bullets are his largest bullet shape, and they're all jetted. Pretty heavy lures. The Corky's bullets are more of a 9-inch size with a rounder nose. So a lot of cool ones there. This one is probably my personal favorite. Just the skirting we did actually 4-tone on that. You can see white pearl, chartreuse, and pink stripes, and then the black back to just match the head pattern. So that one came out really nice right there. That was probably our most custom work for the Flashaboo stuff. And then above those, we have a new set of medium Copalure inverts in Blue Ocean and Firetails vinyl. And then we have above that another swimmer series. That is the Troll Stick swimmer, and then the Enticer swimmer above that. There's a single one of those. And then we have the old style stick swimmers. So, and those have always sold really well. So, but we got a new setting because we ran out very quickly this last batch. So check those out. All of them are in Dichro, except for this one right here. That we skirted in yellowfin to kind of match the head. Okay. And then the last of the Coggins is on the very bottom, the Kilauea Tado. That is the slants. They're jetted slants. So we did those in just some Blue Ocean skirts. That's the 9-inch size of the Tado. Okay, so let's get into the MARLIN Magics real quick. We got a small set of, and this is actually our first release of these. That's the jetted teardrop AP. We did those in the different pink over white and white over pink. So you have a couple options there, and then if you want to skirt them or customize it, you can do that in a couple of those. And then we have a set of Rasta Series Smokey Joes. And then over here, we have a new set of Baby Blues. These have been out of stock. We also have the smaller ones, the Tiny Blues, Infant Blues, and I think the Big Blues coming too. Just not releasing yet this week. And then a new batch of Henrys in that gold resin. And then also we had some white shell blue back there. And so we did a couple different patterns in there. So we haven't had Henrys in a while, and I don't think we had any available. So we're trying to restock those and keep those in stock a little bit better. And then let's go here to the Jackpot lures. So Cameltoe, we talked about them quite a bit because this is I think our 4th or 5th batch of these. We have blue back and purple back and a lot of different patterns. We did some firetails and blue ocean patterns, just some of our popular stuff. And then you have some head only options that you can customize. These have been moving really well. The unique thing about these is they have these weight chambers on the bottom, so you can adjust the weights if you want to keel them more. That's yeah, you just need to take out those chambers and you can swap those out. And then they also have that unique kind of scoop pattern, which is why they call it the Cameltoe. And anyway, that's been a pretty popular lure for us lately. We've been kind of excited to get those out. The last batch sold very quickly. All right, let's talk about the Magictail stuff because that's right there. So we got in new. They call them the Magic Ballyhoo. They're 8.5 inches long. Come in 3 packs. There's 4 colors: purple and black, blue, pearl, and then pink. And elite members have been buying them very quickly. We actually sold a lot of them already in the last 24 hours. So these are just basically trailers that you can rig them like you would like a Ballyhoo. It's just a soft plastic replica of a Ballyhoo. So any application for that, you use it similarly. So like behind Islanders, Joe Shoots, that kind of stuff, Who Magics. And other applications as well. And then next to that, we have the Magic Chuggers, 3 sizes, small, medium, and large. I think the large is 3.75 inches, medium is 2.75, and then the smalls are 2 inches. Something like that. There's a list of links on our website. But there's different sizes, and these are all the different colors. There's 7 colors for each size. So here's, just like your soft chuggers. I know they've been moving a lot of them. They've been becoming pretty popular, especially since you first released them this year. So we're kind of excited to get those in because that's new for us. So soft chuggers, those are available. And then let's go with the Elite Ekeies, I guess, next. So we have 3 shapes of Elite Ekeies that are all in kind of the same series of lure. And you can see we have fish heads and also a shell series. But the shell series kind of mimics the fish head design. So you have yellowfin, skipjack, and bonito. Okay. And mahi as well. So this one right here is called the Nifty 50 or N50. And that one we've released, I think, in just the mahi pattern before. I'll kind of show the new shell series because this is new for him. So you can kind of just see there's the skipjack version with the stripes there, okay? And then here is the bonito version. He put the black dots on the belly like that, and it's got a triple pour. It came out super nice. And then here, the last one we'll do is the yellowfin. Here's your yellowfin pattern, white shell, and it's actually a quadruple pour. You got that charcoal back and kind of the bluish purple stripe, gold stripe, white belly. So those came out super clean, and that pattern is in all these 3 shapes. So again, that's the Nifty 50, which is kind of more like a straight runner style shape. It's got a little bit flatter taper to it. The one next to it is the Yakuza. So last week we released the Kill Switch, which is a scoop version of the Yakuza. This is the standard Yakuza. So it's kind of more of a plunger shape. And you can see all the same designs on there. And then the last one is the, oh my goodness, the Tahitian, what was it? Tahitian Pirate. Thank you, Macy. Tahitian Pirate. And so these are like a heavy double tapered bait like that. I believe this is an old Futa shape, if I remember right. The Tahitian Pirate. So last time we had these, they sold very, very quickly. And again, same color patterns. And then we'll just finish off with the Joey's. So these are original Joey's, this batch. And these came directly from Joe's shop with Stephen Kegsley, where he's making them out of. He's making his lures out of them. But these were made before Joe passed away. So we have here baby plungers. There's 3 with shell. And then we also have this Black Beauty baby plunger there. And there's a Streamline above that. We have a big 24/7 with the rainbow eyes. That's a very rare lure with black pearl. So that's probably my favorite of the batch. They're hard to get. Super plungers, we have some in paper and shell. And then there's a green mirrored one. Okay. And then over here we have 2 medium plungers, a 501, 2 straight runners, which those are hard to find. And then this is a 9-inch, what they call the 9-inch rod, but it's a 9-inch tube. So that is what is releasing this week for Joey's and all the other stuff. And that's all all I have for today. So if you have any questions on anything, hit us up. And we can, of course, rig anything, skirt anything that's not skirted already. And if you absolutely need something and you hate the skirt patterns that we chose for something, we can help you out with that too and switch it up. So we do all of our skirting in-house if you are not aware. But all right, that's all I got, and appreciate you guys. Have a good rest of your week.